So I hope तुम जानते हो हम क्या करने वाले हैं. This will not be held accountable in the court. So I would like to know about your childhood. How was it? Good, bad, ugly, or normal? Tell me the details if you can.
Same old psychiatric shit. How was it? Mostly lonely, isolated, I feel. Yeah, very lonely. And I just remember, honestly, I just remember two things. मैं घर के कमरे में रोता हुआ and my father slapping me. My father had this very, what to say, very strange way of hitting me. Like, अगर मेरे शू लेसेस खुले हैं तो he'll just call me and slap me. और या फिर मुझे एग्ज़ाम में कम मार्क्स आए तो he'll just call me and slap me. But प्रॉब्लम था कि there was, what to say, there was no concern in that beating. कोई गुस्सा नहीं था. वही he didn't slap me because मतलब उनको मेरे लिए चिंता थी. He was worried about me. No. I always felt he slapped me because he could, maybe. Yeah.
And your mom?
I have no memory of my mom. I've told this 100 times to 100 of people. My mom died just after 1 year I was born. So yeah.
So, Adil, just for my viewers, I would like to reaffirm your crimes if you don't have a problem.
You can go.
So, Adil Kumar, 20 years old, have been convicted for killing 6 people, 5 young men. As you said, I called them at my extra apartment, apart from my house, for consensual sex and kept torturing them for hours or even days until they died. Methods used for torturing them included ropes, knives, fire of some sort, hammer, bare hands, etc. Then he disposed their body by cutting them in pieces, burying them in different parts of the city, using acid to dissolve the bodies and flushing them through the toilet, even through cannibalism. The sixth person you killed was your father. You killed him at your house in Ashok Nagar with your bare hands. You are going to be hanged tomorrow for your crimes. Is there anything you want to change or reaffirm?
Yeah, I have no problem. You're completely on point.
Okay. So Adev, I'm not really interested in the how, but in the why. तुमने जो किया वो क्यों किया ये समझना मेरा काम है. And from your crime scene, I know तुम्हारे पास कोई tangible answer होगा नहीं, ना ही कोई tangible motivation.
Noise again.
But please try to help me trace that how a good boy like you, with the father of such financial status and social status, with fairly normal family background and pretty decent academics, ended up here. Everybody from your neighbors to your teachers to your classmates are shocked. Where did all this start?
Yeah. So, all those people who are shocked will, like, I'm a good boy according to them, right? As you said. So, according to them, good boys don't like boys. All those same people will be equally shocked if they knew I was gay. And a living example of this is the fact that all the victims' family, all of the victims' family, none of them accepted that their kids were gay. Like, I'm right, like none of them accepted that they were gay.
Yeah.
So I was ashamed of my sexuality. I was, and this is a living valid reason for it. So I couldn't tell this to anybody. So I have to, what to say, I had to create this. I was saying that I needed something to satisfy me. So and I had no friends. I was so isolated. So I just went to this place, and it started somewhere, maybe from porn, maybe from violent porn, lots and lots of dark imagination. But it wasn't there because I wanted to kill anybody. I, what to say, I visualized this because I enjoyed it for some reason. I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed it. Then it started getting darker and darker because when you use when you use imagination, you need to enhance it every single time to enjoy it. I'm very sure you have experienced this in some level. So yeah, then I started buying things, knives, hammer, ropes, the drugs, everything. But and I watched it for, what to say, I used to watch the knife for hours, just thinking about what I can do with it. But yeah, because it felt good when I was watching that knife and thinking about what I can do with it. It felt good for some reason. So the murders were just the next step. It wasn't the ultimate goal for me. Yeah.
So, how did you feel when you killed the first guy?
That felt good. That felt good. And oh shit. Oh. I actually felt great. I, shit. I'm so glad I'm dying. I'm so glad I'm dying. Yeah, it felt good. And see. I may sound very, what to say, I may sound very insensitive, but for me, they were just bodies. And I didn't panic. The blood didn't feel abnormal. It felt so real, but at the same time, it felt like it was already there in my imagination. Like I was already doing it every single day. And I feel if they were alive at that time, alive in the sense that most of them were sedated. They were unconscious when I was doing this to them. So yeah, there were no screams, there was no pain, there was nothing I could see that they were. If they were in pain, I think I would have not done what I did. But for me, they were just bodies, nothing else. Yeah.
Then why didn't you have sex with them? I mean, they were there for it, or rape, or something else with their bodies.
Uh, I wanted a man to love me, to take control of me. Like I was receptive in a man-to-man sex, but if I allowed someone to get in, then I have to lose my secret, and it was too much for. I was too scared for that. I didn't want. I didn't want anybody to know, and I couldn't trust anybody because I didn't love my father. So yeah, I couldn't trust anybody. But the murders felt like sex. Honestly, just felt like sex for me. मुझे उसी से sexual gratification मिलता था, and it was safer than letting somebody in. And I didn't want anybody to know this, know about what I am or what I prefer. It was just too scary for me. Yeah.
But what about eating the body parts?
Just I feel it was just a ultimate way to keep a secret. Yeah. Ate I ate all of their hearts, and for some strange reason, all of their hearts tasted different. So,
How did you build the shame for your homosexuality in the real world? स्कूल में कुछ हुआ था?
there was this boy, I I guess मैं क्लास 6 में था. मैं उसका नाम नहीं ले सकता. Maybe he will watch this आगे जाके. So yeah. तो there was this boy class 6 में class 6 या class 5 में I don't remember honestly. So he was my first friend. He used to take me to his home. उसकी मम्मी बहुत अच्छी थी and I used to ride behind his bicycle. And yeah, we were just friends and we used to have fun. And he took me a place once. What happened?
No, everything's fine. Continue.
So he took me to a place once. It was a big, बहुत बड़ा मैदान था. So there was this big मैदान हम लोग बैठे हुए थे. And I put my hand on his hand and I moved in and we kissed. And yeah, he kissed me back. Then he went, like he backed off and he slapped me. Reminded me of my father, you know. And he just got up and started leaving. And I started screaming his name. And he didn't wait. He just left me to that place. I cried a lot, went home. The next day, when I went to school, he ignored me. But I expected something like this. जब मैं लास्ट के बेंच में गया तो मेरे बेंच पे छक्का लिखा हुआ था काट करके मतलब कंपास है and the whole class started laughing. उसके बाद से वही थोड़ा बहुत जोक्स थोड़ा बहुत मजाक करना. I remember once I guess छुट्टी हो गई थी. मैं स्कूल बैग के साथ टॉयलेट में था. These two boys come in and उन्होंने मुझे ऐसे पीछे से हिलाया बहुत ज़ोर से. While I was peeing उन्होंने मुझे बहुत ज़ोर से हिलाया and I peed on my pants and they just ran away. और दौड़ते वक्त उन्होंने बोला कि गर्ल्स टॉयलेट में जाया कर. फिर उसके बाद this was so and it was pretty early on, like class 5 class 6. I guess इसी के बाद I built that trust issue with them.
So, as we are coming to the end of the interview, the reasons behind you becoming this gay killer, if I may call you that, wild, constantly growing dark fantasies, your isolated, lonely childhood, and even adulthood, your sexual shame, mostly from what happened in school, are prime reasons. But still, मुझे एक भी strong वजह नहीं मिली for why you killed your father. Okay, I get it. He used to beat and not talk to you or not love you, as you said. But still, you had such a fairly rich background, freedom as an adult. Above all, everybody loved your father except you. What made you kill such a nice, beautiful man? Who was your father?
So listen, now I'm gonna give you my last secret, and after that you're not going to ask me anything. You're gonna leave. Basically, you're gonna fuck off.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Shut up. So after that incident, with the boy, I guess the stories started to revolve around, and my father came to know this for some reason. I don't know उनको कैसे पता चला, but one day out of the blue, he just comes to my room, and closes the door, take off his belt, and started hitting me. And while he was hitting me, he said words like "छक्का बनेगा, हिजड़ा बनेगा," and he just started hitting me. उन्होंने जूते पहन के रखे थे, and he was hitting me while I was lying down. He did. It went for around 5-10 minutes maybe, and then he switched off the lights to took off his pants and he made me do oral sex with him. I still don't understand why he did what he did to me. And when I used to gag, he just took off his organ, slapped me, and started again. He did this till the time he came in my mouth. That time I knew I'm gonna kill this man. I really wish I could just do it usi samay. But I wasn't strong enough. So it took me 5 murders to understand that the man I need to kill is in my house. So once he was, remember, I was thinking about killing this man for a week, maybe for a week or two. One day मैं सुबह बैठा हुआ हूँ and he just came in and he said कि गर्लफ्रेंड है तुम्हारी कि बुढ़ापे में लड़का ले आओगे घर. And he just went to put his books. मैं बस पीछे से गया. I took his head from behind and hit it on the almari or something. I don't remember honestly. And he just fell. And I got on top of him and slapped him. एक बार, 2 बार. He tried to stop me, but he knew that I was stronger than him now. When I saw that fear on his face, I started to choke him. And I choked him. And I could see his eyes turn red. I could see his veins pop. And I could see how much fear there was in his eyes. And I wanted that. I just kept on fucking squeezing. He was throwing his arms, he was throwing his legs, but I didn't stop. I just kept on squeezing till the time that fucking soul left his body. And I kept on squeezing. Even after that, I just kept on squeezing. I wanted his eyes to just pop up. I hate that man. That man is the only reason why I'm here. That man is the only reason. I'm so sorry that it happened with the 5 boys. I'm so glad I'm dying.